Hey, welcome back. John Marshall with Suncoast NPI TV, and we're here for the third segment today, and I'm delighted to have this is Suzanne Christie. And as we talk about NPI members, this is a value add. Doing this TV show is a value add for the NPI members, and we're seat specific. So we have people that are rock stars in the category.
Amen.
That's you. We have people that have a servant's heart. I know you do a ton with giving back the church and all over the community. So thank you for that, and just committed to the commitment. But this time is all about you, Suzanne Christie. So I'm so excited to see you, and so excited to have you on. So I know you, but the folks out here might not know you as well as I do. So you want to just take a minute or two, just tell about who is Suzanne Christie?
Well, Suzanne Christie is a female that was born in Long Island, New York, back in 1900. And we lived in Bethpage, in Oyster Bay, and my father worked for Grumman Air Force Base. Got laid off in '70. Sold the house, packed the blue station wagon, and down we came to Florida, and we settled in Orlando back before Disney was open.
Wow.
Before Orlando is what it is today.
Wow.
So I grew up in Orlando, and I went to college at UCF, and then I moved here back in 1987.
Okay.
And I got married, and I have two grown boys who are now in college.
That's
they are
awesome.
in Lakeland at Florida Southern College, the Frank Lloyd Wright Architecture.
Absolutely. Beautiful campus.
Beautiful campus. And that's pretty much all about me. I like to work out. I do CrossFit. Used to take Taekwondo, and I'm just active and
very active in your church.
Active in my church, and I love music, and I love to go to concerts and do things like that.
Yeah. No, you're awesome, Suzanne. I appreciate you sharing just a little bit. So why don't we jump in, because we're a business organization. So why don't we jump in a little bit and tell us about you, but specifically the Decorating Den story.
Okay. So Decorating Den was started back in 1969.
Wow.
This is actually our 50th anniversary this year.
Wow.
I was not with them then. I started my business back in 1992, so I've had my business for 26 years. But basically, it was started, it's a national, or in a sense international, because we have owners in Canada, company where we have interior designers and decorators that come to the client's home. So rather than have clients have to meet you at furniture stores or run from here and there, it's an in-home service. I have a van that has all the samples. We bring that out to the client's home or office, and from the convenience of that location, whether they need, one window treatment or a whole house, we can help them with that. The other thing that we do is free in-home consultation. So that first consultation is free. And a lot of designers will not do that. They will charge you a fee from the moment they walk in your door. So that was one of the founding principles of Decorating Den. The other thing with Decorating Den is training. We constantly have training. So you're sent through their school when you join, whether you have a degree in interior design or not. We have training throughout the year. We have training at our conferences. We go to furniture market once, twice, 3 times a year, depending on how much you want to go. And the other thing that made Decorating Den unique, and the whole point of why they started it, was that the clients got me. They got the individual designer who works with them through the process. So that's kind of Decorating Den story.
That's a big story. 50 years.
50
that's
years.
Amazing.
Yep, and doing really well.
Yeah, that's awesome. And then I heard you say 1992 is when you started. So a little bit more. How about let's dive into that a little bit. Your story and how you got to where you are.
Okay, so as I mentioned earlier, we moved to Orlando. So that's where I grew up, and I ended up at UCF. I got a degree there in radio and television.
Look at this. And we're back here. We're on TV.
So, and I love to do production work and things like that. I had a lot of fun with that and wanted to do that. At the same time, I also was a floral designer. So I was doing, working at a florist as well as going to school and doing things like that. And I ended up working in radio for a while and had fun with that. But I really wanted to own my own business. And I wanted to be creative. And so I thought about opening a floral shop. I didn't want to work every weekend and every holiday. So I kind of nipped that in the bud. And we had built our home, and I was having just a blast designing and decorating the rooms. And so I had remembered seeing Decorating Den.
Okay.
And so I kind of searched them out and found an ad to, own a business.
Wow,
And I called
okay.
them up and I interviewed and went through the process, and the rest is history.
That's fabulous.
Yep.
26 and going strong.
26 years, this I think is, 26 or 27.
Yeah. You started when you're 8, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Minus that 20,
Yes.
absolutely. Thanks, John.
You're welcome. I love you. So tell us, like, how do you typically work with your clients?
Okay, so how I work with my clients and what is this one and the same with actually what makes me different, okay?
Okay.
So it's the experience that I provide to my clients, and how that works. It's kind of like this. I bring everything to my client's home. So when a client calls me and it's a first-time appointment, I explain to them I'm going to come in, I'm going to do a home tour. And by doing the home tour, it allows me to walk room to room, discuss what their needs are, what they want to keep, which a lot of designers won't work around, things like that. So I'll work around what they have, we'll add to it, we'll change, we'll freshen up, or we'll start from scratch. So we do a home tour and we go room to room, and I make a big list of everything that they need. Functionality is so important.
Right.
Kids, dogs, parties, what do you do? How do you live here? How many seats do we need in a room to accommodate, your company and things that you do? So I do that, then I sit down with them and I kind of put price points to the list so that we can establish a budget, because you can't move forward in mystery. You have to know what you're looking at and why it's costing that. And so then I sit down, I go through that with them, and then from there they can say, okay, that's good. I understand that. It makes sense. Let's move forward. Let's do this now. Let's work room to room. So it doesn't matter if they just want to do a couple things at once, a whole room, a whole house, whatever it is. I'll work with them over time. And by knowing what we're doing, we can put them in the proper order so that there's not mistakes.
Okay.
So that's part of what makes me different. And the fact, in addition to that, is that I do the complimentary consultation. So I'll do that without charging them. And then moving forward, if they work with me and they're purchasing product, I'm buying direct. That's one of the things with Decorating Den. A lot of designers don't have direct accounts, and so they're charging the client a retail price for the items, and then they're charging them a fee on top of that.
Wow.
I get to purchase products direct. So I do not charge a design fee when I'm working with clients on product purchase for their home. So that's another thing. And the other thing that really makes me special is I'm involved in the process from beginning to end. I don't pass the job off. So I do the design work. I meet with the clients. I'm the one doing the ordering. I'm there on probably 98% of all my installs and deliveries. And I make sure. And I have about an 80% repeat and referral base.
That's amazing.
So
I mean, that's a huge number.
It is.
That speaks testimonies for you and what you do and the quality you
But I have one more thing to add to that, and that's what we call lifestyle decorating. So the most important thing is there's a million ways that you can design a room. But it has to be what the client wants. I can come in and say, give you 6 or 7 designs for this room, but it has to be a reflection of how you live in the home, how the client lives in the home, and what they want and their style, so that when I'm done and I leave, they absolutely love that room.
Yeah,
that's the way it's got to be. It doesn't matter if it's beautiful if they don't like it.
Yeah, exactly. Now, I think you hit that. What's different and how you're different and how you're the best. Do you want to put an exclamation point? Because I think I heard it was like buy direct. I think I heard complimentary design, and I don't know if everybody knows. I mean, that's a unique. That's a differentiator for you, right? Did I miss anything there?
I don't think so.
Awesome. That's cool. I mean, yeah, complimentary design and buy direct. Those are huge.
The other thing, if I'll add to that, makes me special is because of Decorating Den. So Decorating Den has about 300 owners nationwide and in Canada.
Okay.
And what's awesome about that is I've done homes out of state. And so I can call a designer anywhere in the country with Decorating Den and say, hey, I need a furniture receiver. I need a painter if I'm having things installed, from afar. And likewise, we do that for others. So we have a constant, we have a thing called Deco Chatter where we can put out there, hey, I need help with this. Hey, I'm looking for this for a client. Do you know how to do this? And we all share our knowledge back and forth, which is fabulous. Awesome. And the other thing is we also go to Furniture Market, and we have appointments with all the vendors that we carry, and I'm able to go sit on the furniture, see the quality, and do things like that. So I love decorating down.
Yeah, that's awesome. I appreciate you sharing that. So you just mentioned the furniture market.
Yeah.
So what are you seeing as like the current new design trends from being there just recently?
Yeah, I was just in Vegas last month for the furniture market out there, but usually go to High Point, which is in North Carolina, which is considered the biggie. So the new trends that have been probably coming on the last couple of years and fairly strong are what they're calling modern country or updated or fresh farmhouse. That's been a big buzzword, and it's basically contemporary country, and it's sort of that rustic look mixed with a very, very clean palette. A lot of neutrals and just scaled down minimalistic feel, which is kind of not what most people would think of that. Another big trend is gold. Yeah, unfortunately, or in our sense, fortunately, gold is back. So we're seeing it in everything from, metal fixtures to lamps to light fixtures, chandeliers. You're seeing it again on trims and pulls on furniture. But what's neat about it is it's just, it's not that shiny gold. It's a lot of it, it's a mixture of golds and brass and the other big trend is mixing metals. So it's okay to mix bronze and brass and gold and silver in a room, and it actually looks lovely. It's sort of the whole idea of not rooms to go, where it's all matchy-matchy. It's called a coordinated look, where it's like, wow, how'd you put all that together? It looks spectacular. So that's another one, and that goes with metallic and glam, which has been strong for a while, which has to do with that metallic furniture and mirrored furniture and things like that. And the other trend that has been huge, but kind of made the flip over, was gray. Gray took over for beige, and it was first in things like textiles and wall paint and accessories. Now it's made the jump over to furniture, and it's stained furniture and painted furniture, and it's kind of at its height. And I think in the next couple of years it's going to slightly start to lay off, and we're going to see that beige taupey tan palette come back, because color is cyclical and it will come around and go around, and that's fabulous because it keeps everything fresh and new, and I have a job because of that.
There you go. And guess what? 12 minutes goes by like that.
Holy smokes.
We have 5 seconds to close this out. How about no, you take it.
Okay, so I think my favorite quote is, we make a living by what we earn, but we make a life by what we give. That was Winston Churchill. However, there has to be a balance. And in order to give, you need to receive as well, so others can give. Thanks.
That's Suzanne Christie. Thank you very much, Suzanne.